Hello and welcome. It's Carnage. Today we're going to take a look at G.I. Joe Classified series, Mutt and Junkyard. All right, and here is Junkyard. He is really the one I was really more anxious to get my hands on. Although I am very pleased with how Mutt turned out as well. But let's talk about this guy first. So as you can see, he has the harness with the handle, and the handle fits perfectly into Mutt's hand. And he's got this floating collar. It is loose. It can be removed. And I'm guessing that the harness can be removed too. So this is kind of the angry dog portrait. And there's also a happy dog. All right, and we're back. There's that happy dog. Look how cute and happy he is. So he does have a happy, nice head sculpt. And here we see him next to Timber, so you can get a little size comparison. Timber, the wolf, is a little bit larger than Junkyard, the Rottweiler. So he's got very similar articulation to Timber, the same sort of, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 points of articulation. 1, 2, 3 points of articulation on each of those legs. And it takes a bit of playing around with these legs to really get some interesting poses. I included a couple of photos as per custom here, and I think you can get an idea of the articulation through those photos. But he does feel very, very similar to Timber. And it's interesting that they didn't go pinless on the pup. It's probably a good thing as far as QC goes. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the man. All right, here we go. This is Mutt from head to toe. Let's see, I was pulling some of my figures last night to try and remember the reuse. I know the torso and the arms are from the Televiper, and and those legs, I believe, are from Rock and Roll. I'm not sure if that was the first time we saw those legs. I know we've seen them maybe on someone else, but very reminiscent of the Real American Hero version. As you can see, he comes with a nightstick. It is the same nightstick Shockwave has. Sorry, blanked out there. He has a couple of other things. He does have a knife on his chest here, as you can see, painted. And there's also a pistol. I've noticed that this holster is a little bit loose and it tends to fall. I even noticed in a photo it had fallen and I didn't fix it, and I was kind of bummed out about that. So photographers, beware. He's got a lot of hands. Let's talk about these hands. Well, before we get into those hands, let's talk a little bit about his loadout. He has a rifle. It is the same rifle that we got with Grunt. It does have a paint app, so it looks a bit different than Grunt's weapon there. As you can see, I pulled his helmet off, and I forgot to mention that on the helmet there is a set of goggles. There we go. set of goggles. He also has those goggles to put on his head, a tight-fitted set. But here we're seeing him with nothing on his head. And he's got quite a scowl. And that scowl's not going to work in every type of photo, but I think for, you know, commanding a dog, it's a good scowl. It's probably a good head sculpt. I'll take it. So obviously, we know that Mutt didn't have a rifle. Probably the gun that's closest is Big Ben's sidearm. Our friends at Marauders have a set with that weapon and some treats for Junkyard, and I did order those, and I've got those coming, so maybe I'll do another video once those arrive. But now that we've talked a little bit about that rifle that I'll probably end up giving to somebody else, let's get in to the... All right, and as you can see, he also has a, would you call that a muzzle? No, it's a gas mask, I suppose, some type of breathing apparatus. And it just fell down there because I didn't have it properly attached in the back. But if you wanted to cover up that scowl, there you go. And we also see with our hands here, he's got a fist on his right hand. He only has that fist for the right hand, but not to worry, he's got a lot of hands. So here you see the palm with the fingers together. That would be like stay or stop. And most of these are commands, so we'll go ahead and go through these. Here we see yet another hand, another set of hands. On the left hand there, I believe, is the command to sit. And that's probably a command in his right hand as well, but I'm not sure. That could also be used to hold a rifle, obviously, but I'm guessing that might be a command as well. I'm not really sure. Back with the goggles again. This command, I do believe, is attention. And obviously over here, we have a pointing finger on the right hand. There we go. So we've gone through all the accessories there. He's got a lot of things to change his looks up. He's got lots of hands to give commands to those dogs, to that dog. His weapons aren't quite right, but we're gonna address that. I really like this figure. I'm gonna share some photography with you now. I'm gonna give him about a 9 of 10. Mutt in Junkyard. This is Carnage saying thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you real soon.